You're listening to the DSW podcast with James Ledger.
Ladies and gentlemen, Croeso, welcome to the first Disability Sport Wales Disabled Young Leaders in Sport Inspiring Connections event here at the Tramshed Cardiff. It's amazing to see so many of you here today for the first event like this, the first of many. I'm James Ledger. I'm a T11 100-meter sprinter, and I'm the British record holder in the 60 and 100 meters. I also represented Team Wales at the Commonwealth Games. But I'm also, as Simon said, the proud host of the Disability Sport Wales podcast. I've hosted the show for a number of years now, and I've been extremely lucky to interview some incredibly inspiring people. And that does not change today. Today, I'm going to be bringing you three amazing young people who are going to be sharing their stories and showcasing how opportunities shape their lives. So, my first guest. This young lady is a rising star in Disability Sport Wales, British athletics. She's an amazing personality, and I'm so happy she's here today. So give it up for my first guest, Funmi Oduwaiye. Funmi, thank you so much for joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Let's start at the beginning. Let's hear a little bit more about your story. You always haven't had a shot put in discus in your hand, have you? Tell us your story.
Okay, so I was born on... I'm joking. I have always been in sport. When I was young, my mum always put me in a number of sports. I've tried netball, swimming, rugby, tennis, ballet, figure skating. I've tried it all. So once I found basketball, and my dad and my older brother would be happy about this, but once I found basketball, nothing else really, because basketball is the best sport. I can't lie. It's been said. I played basketball for a number of years, played for Wales, represented GB, at Women's Summit as well. Went to European Championships, became All-Star 5. So after that, 2019 December, I was an able-bodied, I just glitched then. I was an able-bodied athlete then. But in 2019 December, I had surgery that went wrong. And then I've had a number of surgeries since. I've had 10 surgeries in the past 3 years to try and fix that mistake. So I'm a para-athlete. The reason where I got in touch with para-athletics actually was one of my basketball teammates' husbands was a Paralympian. And knew Anthony Hughes, the late Anthony Hughes. So I got in touch with him and met my coach, Josh Clark, as well. And they just said straight away, discus and shot put. So yeah, we tried that, and it's just gone up since, really.
I mean, it certainly has.
Yeah.
Can I just make a comment about Anthony Hughes? Anthony was an absolute legend of parasport, and he changed so many lives, for hundreds, to be honest, and he changed my life, he's changed Funmi's life. So can we just give him a quick round of applause, Anthony Hughes? Funmi, how did you find that kind of transition from basketball into parasport? I bet that was a different path you've taken in your life now. So how did you find that?
Well, it was a bit difficult, especially as I was still going through the transition of being an able-bodied athlete to a para-athlete. basketball and athletics are very different. I tried athletics when I was like in high school. I think everyone did, the PE sessions, and then you just go and turn up and just perform at different school competitions. So yeah, I tried that, but I didn't really, stick with it. I stayed with team sports. So yeah, another difference is the fact that basketball is a team sport, athletics is kind of individual. You're still a team, but it's kind of individual. So it was kind of difficult, like me going to training sessions, being my own. However, I do have some of my training mates here. But being on my own, going away like to competitions and like not laughing and I don't know, playing around with my teammates before the competition so I don't get too nervous. You're just very much you're on your own and it was very difficult. That's the gist of it really. But yeah, something that I'm still learning how to do, but like I'll get there eventually.
You certainly will. And, it's been a quick 2 years. Just recently in July, you found yourself in the middle of the throwing circle wearing your first Great Britain vest at the World Athletics Para Championships in Paris. First of all, I think that deserves a huge round of applause. As I said, 2 years, and you find yourself in that position. What can you describe to me them feelings you had in that circle wearing that vest?
It was again very nerve-wracking. I'm not used to being in a stadium that big. I don't really go and watch like sports games in the stadiums that much. I've been to watch rugby a few times, but apart from that, I'm not used to being in a stadium that big, let alone being the center of attention. So yeah, it was very nerve-wracking, but it was like an amazing experience. Like I'm glad I went. There's nothing more I can say. That it was an amazing experience, like an all-rounder, really. Yeah.
And your first senior championships, and you finished 4th place.
Yeah. It's not exactly where I wanted to finish, but I'm still happy with it. Like I've been doing throwing for like maybe a year and a half, just over a year and a half now. So to be going to my first international competition, like abroad for competition actually, because I went to Loughborough International. But my first abroad competition, and like I'm finishing 4th in the world. Like, come on, there's no, like I can't really complain. Yes, I would want to get a medal next time. Amen. I really hope so. But yeah, finishing 4th place and 6th place in discus in 2 events. Not many people go for 2 events as well. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I can't complain.
No, it's an amazing achievement for me, and as I said at the start, it's a very bright future ahead for yourself. So today's, it's all about opportunities, and even just talking to you briefly now, it strikes me of get up and go, and you make the most of every single opportunity you face.
Yeah, exactly. Like as soon as especially going through the emotional roller coaster of transitioning into para-athletics. I have to just keep myself occupied. And when I have something in front of me that I know I can enjoy, I know I can become successful in, I can't just ignore it. I have to take it, and I have to try and make the most out of it, in any way possible. Whether it's expanding my horizons socially or skills-wise, even if it's going to another sport and having those skills from that sport to then push on in something else, the social skills, the networking, I have to take that opportunity and make the most of it, really. I can't just sit there and watch it,
Absolutely, well said. So my question for you is, what advice would you give to the people in the room today?
Everyone just be more like me. I'm joking. No, again, every opportunity you have, whether you think you might not be as successful in it, whether you think you might not like it but you haven't tried it yet, try everything. At least then you like something in particularly. Like for me, example, like I tried a number of sports. It was when I reached basketball, that's when I realized like I love basketball. I just love it. And that wasn't just because I tried basketball and I loved it. It's because I tried a number of sports and I found that one and I loved it. And then I got a number of opportunities from that. It's even the contacts from, even like, cause I wouldn't have found out about para-athletics if I wasn't in basketball and if I didn't have those contacts. So even if it's just trying something new, just take that opportunity because you never know what can happen. Like I wouldn't have any idea. If you asked me like a year ago, I'd be here. I just went to Paris for World Championships, finishing 4th. Or even 2 years ago, I'd be like doing para-athletics at a very high level. Like there's no way I was believing you. Like there's no way. Anthony actually told me that I'd be doing what I'm doing now and reaching higher heights. And I was like, yeah, he's just talking, to be honest. He's just talking. But like if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for the opportunities that he gave me or the opportunities that I got from being in contact with people in parasport or in sport in general, I don't think I'd be where I am today. So thank you all for being a connection, your connection to someone. So, thank you all as well.
I absolutely love that. And a few days ago we were chatting, and we chat a lot because you keep messaging me.
Yeah.
So we chatted about, I sent you a task, didn't I, basically, about
Yes.
To bring something today that symbolizes for you opportunity. So what goodies have you brought us today?
I went a bit over the top. I'm a bit extra like that, and I bought 3 instead of 1. So let's start off with the throwing shoe. I was gonna bring my throwing leg, but I left it in my coach's boot. So this is my throwing shoe. Really having those contacts, trying something new, getting new shoes for free. Yeah, that's really, really important. And yeah, again, sport in general, giving you opportunities. Then for me specifically, I bought my old basketball shoes because for me, as of now, has given me the most opportunities, the most number of opportunities. Maybe not the like greatest of opportunities, but the most number of opportunities. And I think basketball is an amazing sport, and if you haven't tried it, you should. So yeah, all my opportunities that I've gotten from basketball, like it's something that I can move on from, but I can never forget. And yeah, and then finally, most importantly, my Bible, because the Lord, he closed one door and opened an even greater one for me. So, there's nothing, I can't say that I did all of this by myself. I have to give all the glory to God, to be honest. I know I wouldn't have gotten to where I am, especially because of him, if it wasn't his plan for me. So I just want to thank God for giving me this opportunity and, yeah.
Amazing. No, 3 amazing things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know, you mentioned ballet, so I thought you were going to bring some ballet shoes.
Look.
I see why you're so nifty in a circle now.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to charge you guys if you want to see that.
No, Funmi, thank you so much for being the character you are, first of all. You've certainly brought a new life to parasport, and it's been amazing to get to know you personally through the last 2 years as well, and being on Futures Camps together as well has been amazing. But I'm really excited, like we all are in this room, to see what the future holds for Funmi. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Funmi.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.